Hello everybody and welcome back to the second episode of Stone Hearth. We're already getting off to such a great start. I thought on the first episode I'd fuck it up, call it the wrong game. I feel pretty stupid about that, but hopefully now that I've kind of caught that mistake, we can move on and not have any others. I mean, how many times can you fuck up in one episode? We're gonna find out, I'm sure. But we're going to jump back into the Kingdom of Winter Coins and see what we can do. Hopefully we don't get completely eviscerated. Okay, stopping off back again in the middle of the night. Looks like a good... Oh, we got more invaders. Ooh. Little golems. And no, those are still little guys. Ooh, we have a increase in level for our farmer. So, we're just going to go ahead and kill off these little golems here. Let's speed it up so that this last guy goes down. Okay. And then we're going to go back to normal speed. And we're going to go ahead and loot those things. So, in today's episode, we're going to try a lot harder to get our medicine going, because it appears as though we're going to need a lot of it. And by a lot, I mean more than we currently have. Because our guards are slowly dying off. So we want to prevent that from happening for as long as we possibly can. Or else we'd plant all those turnips for nothing. Let's fast forward. I think everybody's... Where is everybody? How many people do we have? Oh, they're just off collecting flowers. Very well. Oh, see, they're all coming in. That's nice. We're gonna have plenty of flowers for making health potions to help heal our guys. And she's gonna go in, or he's going to go and heal. What is this? Olin Mont. Yes, it's Olin Mont, our blonde warrior, and Trevon Baral, our ginger warrior. Yes, so now we're going to have plenty of little flowers to have for medicine. I think the next thing we'll start building on here is our shared dining hall. So I think I'm just going to plop that down right there, finish editing it, and then, yeah, just start building on that. And so we need 4 tables, 2 windows, a door. Oh, we have invaders coming. See what we can do against these little golems. Looks like we're besting them quite soundly. I think the next thing I'm going to want to do is try and get this stone mason building, which means that we're going to have to get our carpenter to level up. And to do that, we're going to have to build some furniture, it looks like. These golems will make excellent tables, I'm sure. Make them into tables and chairs. Use their corpses as our furniture. Here, simple wooden. Yeah, so we wanted the dining chair, and then we want like 5 of these chairs, probably. We can probably do that. Oh, we're still missing the food and the net worth, so the road still remains empty because we haven't progressed far enough. Sani Carwell has achieved Carpenter Level 2. Collaborative insights. The Carpenter is now skillful enough to use materials created by other crafters, and her max health is 10 units higher. So now we can go ahead and queue up a mason's hammer, which should provide us with some upgraded weapons and access to all the stone related building stuff. We can start making some storage chests and stuff, so all our stuff is lying out in the open, which is good for food. It seems like food left out in the open will rot. So we want to store that somewhere where it's not going to rot. Hopefully. I'm not sure. I'm not certain, so don't believe everything I say, because a minuscule. We might want to maintain a couple bandages. Let's maintain like 4 bandages. There you go. So in doing that, we should have plenty of healing items for our injured warriors. We definitely want to keep them alive because they are much, much, much better at fighting than any of our peasants currently are. Okay, so we have both of our guards currently up and in fighting shape. So we're going to definitely try and keep them up and in fighting shape like they are now. Because if we let them fall too far, they stand more of a chance of just dying on us, and we don't want that. We want all our enemies to fall. It appears as though everyone is pretty hungry, so they're all just sitting down for a nice little chow on our delicious turnips. Which I'm actually thinking that I am going to put down another crop patch and put in some corn. And then they can have some corn to eat with their turnip breakfasts. We can go ahead and fast forward here. As our workers diligently build up our shared dining hall here. So we have a space for everyone to sit and eat and talk to each other. Because socializing, even in this dark and dreary wilderness, is important. So just building up another farm. Our carpenter making the mason's chisel, which I think I'm going to use here shortly on one of our workers. Let's get this one. Raven Fenton. That name brings up some nostalgia. But we're going to make you our Mason. Although you should indeed be a ghost hunter, but I don't know as though there are many ghosts in this game. So, Mason it is. So, they're all sleeping. Do we have... Ooh, doesn't look like we have enough food for everyone. That is really bad. So I'm actually going to continue building our little food patches, because apparently we need them. So we have some carrots and some pumpkins. And then actually we have all these berry bushes over here that'll give us a little bit more food so that they can at least have something to fill their bellies for now. That will be very important. Just watch this building come together for now. The end of day 6 rolling around. We are still going quite strong. Oh, looks like we have our Mason's bench. Yeah, Mason's workbench done. So we're going to go ahead and plop this Mason's workbench down next to the fire. And then we're going to schedule something, or queue something, I suppose. We're going to get in here, and requires a level 1 Mason, so we're going to build a couple benches. And we're going to look at where we're being attacked from. Ooh, looks like we got some new guys here. We're fighting some skeletons and some zombies. Ooh, a worm skull? That is new. Worm skull. Oh, I guess that was just its name. That went pretty well. I have to admit, I wasn't sure there. I was in suspense. So we just have our small little building coming into its last finishing touches. They're putting a roof on. It's very important to roof. We only have 3 units of food. We're definitely going to want to increase how much food we're getting, because that is definitely not enough. So let's see here. We have our little farmer farming up a storm here. And I think I'm just going to... Oh, never mind. I was going to put another plot right here, but I had already done that. Our effectiveness is now increased by 50%. That is going to be really helpful. Let's see. Okay. Very nice. Everyone's healed back up to full health. And our herbalist is working on the next set of bandages and health potions, which is good. We will definitely need those in the near future. So we got our pumpkin patch and our other carrot patch. Oh wait. Yes, no, our first carrot patch coming in. Ooh, we have this guy coming to sell us some things, and unfortunately, I don't think we need any of what he's selling. We could sell some of our stuff to get some gold, and I think we will. I think we'll sell those 2 benches right there. But other than that, I don't think we need anything he was selling. I'm going to want to keep producing things. Let's produce like 5. Yeah, let's produce 5 benches and a bird bath. And by doing that, we might level our mason up a little bit more. And I think eventually I'm going to want to bore into the side of this mountain and maybe collect some resources that are underground here. But up until that point, we will continue harvesting the things that are on the surface. Like these boulders. They should give us some good amount of stone. Oh, speaking of stone, we might need a place to store that stone. So I might actually have our little builders here, after they are done with their dining hall, I might have them build a storage room. And then eventually the storage room will be connected to a crafting room, where all our little crafting benches will get moved to. Oh, very nice. We have a level 1, so we might actually just produce 2 hammers. Because hammers are much stronger than the swords, I believe. Here, let me look at this sword. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'll go and I will look at it in here. Well, that's not helpful. This one, maybe it's, let's see here. Yeah, 11 attack. So, it's 1 point higher, I guess? Yeah, let's go with 1 point higher. 1 point may make all the difference in the world. I don't know. We will find out. Raven Fenton. Yes, you can now make a solid array of stone items. Ha, get it? Solid because it's made out of stone. I see what you did there, game developers. I may not be able to read the game titles, but apparently I can get at least some of the little, what do you call them? Oh, references, little puns, little jokes. I get them jokes. Not all the time, but sometimes. What do we need for this? Okay, so we need carpenter's tool bench. So let's get one of those. And a level 6 carpenter. And then we might actually be able to get this blue market stall in not too long. That didn't sound good. Oh no, it's starving. So this is bad. We don't currently have enough food. That's my fault, big time. But hopefully we'll be able to produce and gather enough food so that we can feed all our little hearthlings. I think I'm actually going to come up here and I'm going to cut down some of these trees that keep getting in the way. Or maybe I'll just turn the camera like this. Yeah, that seems a little better. I don't know. I like sticking with the original camera angle format, whatever. Just because then I don't get lost as easily. And we all know apparently how much Broken pays attention to things. Didn't even get the name of the game right. So we're going to try and pay more attention to things this time. Anyway, growing closer to the end of day 6. Deep Moon 6, which I'm guessing that is the month. So this is like spring or summer time. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if there is a year cycle type thing where we might have to stockpile a whole bunch of food for the coming winter. I'm going to assume that there is, just because if I don't, and there is a winter time, well then we're just going to die out in the wintertime due to lack of food. Unless we can make a trapper's knife. That might save us. This little trapper's knife, which is probably actually in the masonry thing. Ooh, we have more guys coming to attack us. Where are our valiant defenders? Yes, they have hammers now. Hammerers ahead. Oh, he's beating him. Beat him back. Oh, he's been infected. All the infected does is it just prevents natural recovery via willpower, which is just his willpower, his recovery over time without the healing items. Charges into battle with speed, and his health is 10 units higher, which is a great boon for his survivability. Even though, as it stands right now, he's running away. Oh, no, here he comes back. I wouldn't blame him. I'd probably be running like a little girl if dead bodies were attacking me and skeletons and whatnot. I would not be okay with that, to say the least. But these guys seem determined to destroy these foul creatures. So we're actually going to place down a little bird bath here near the door. And we'll go ahead and put a bench or two near the dining hall. Let's see if we can make, yes, so we're gonna make like 3 or 4 of these just to brighten up the buildings and the surrounding area. So we actually have a stockpile of food again, which is very comforting, at least to me, because now our hearthlings aren't going to starve in the next day. Ooh, very nice. A little wall lantern to kind of brighten the area that we have here. Oh, we don't have any more stone. That explains a lot. So we're harvesting these boulders. Ooh, carpenter level 3. Yes, artistic inspiration. When inspiration strikes, the carpenter may embellish his works in unexpected ways. And a plus 10 to a max health. Very, very nice. That each time they level up and get that plus 10, I feel a lot more comfortable with their ability to actually survive being attacked, especially our soldiers. Very nice. Very nice. We have resources coming in from our one worker. We're definitely going to want to hold off on getting more skilled tradesmen until we have more people. Because not having enough workers can severely reduce the time, or severely increase the amount of time it takes to do things such as gather resources, build buildings, and do other things that are just menial labor like that. Oh, he got himself a hammer. So we have 2 hammerers in our little community here. We're just going to go ahead and harvest that flour because I don't feel like we really have enough flowers. You just can't have enough flowers in your cannibalistic village. So I wonder, let's just queue up one of those so that whenever we have the resources, we can make one. Oh, we got people climbing up the mountain to get the wood that we chopped down over here. It appears there's one more log. That must be what our carpenter Sanini is going for. Oh, we're still struggling with our food. So the immigration report on day 7 of Deep Moon 1000, Winter Coins population 7. Next hearthring requirement, we only got 23 of 50 food, so we're going to have to continue trying to increase how much food we have, which it seems like we are doing that already with the multiple plots, which is nice. I feel much better now that we actually have more people, or not more people, just more things producing food. And we have our little flower pot. We're going to put our little flower pot right under that lamp, right next to the door. Just, there we go. Kind of brightens the area. Did that say? Bright Bell Planter, a tidy home for the plant. Very nice. We have our pumpkins coming in. If we are feeling festive, we might carve frightening faces into them to scare off all the spirits. But why would we need to scare them off? We already have a Fenton. And for some of you who may not get that reference, that is reference to the Phantoms off of Danny Phantom. An old, well, not real old, but it was an old Nickelodeon series. I have to say that I really kind of liked it. But, you know, regardless, we need to move on. Simple merchant has arrived. Ooh, if we had more money, we could buy one of those. We might sell as much as we can to get enough money to buy at least one of those. So we're going to go ahead and sell all of those, and we're going to buy one padded vest. There it is. Our padded vest provides light protection in the fight. Every little bit helps. And so our ginger warrior here is coming over to put on the padded vest, and hopefully that means he will survive just a little bit better. Yeah, see, padded vest has +3 as opposed to the +2 provided by the infantry outfit. Stone Maul is +11 as opposed to +12 or +10. And the Ruffling Buckler adds in another 1, so he should be fairly, well, not fairly hard to kill, but for the time being, fairly survivable. It appears as though in the next few days we'll be able to recruit another settler. And eventually, I would definitely like to get ourselves a cook, because the cook will prepare food that increases our morale and all that kind of stuff. In the meantime, I think I'm going to produce some things that will get us some money, and in turn level up our little mason here. And to do that, we're going to have to continue harvesting these big boulders that are just scattered about the place, along with some flowers. So this is very nice. We're had me worried there for a minute because we were taking so much damage on our soldiers, our guardsmen. I was pretty worried as to whether we were going to be able to fight off those monsters, but it appears that I underestimated the strength of our warriors. We are in good hands indeed. I guess I should have been more attentive to our food needs than our physical protection. Because, you know, doesn't matter how many swords you have if you starve to death. But we have our is that the mason? Do we have our mason? No, this is the herbalist. Of course it's the herbalist. The herbalist running around, picking all the flowers. We might, I wonder, can we move this? Oh, we can. Sweet, that is fantastic. So we might just go ahead and build ourselves a little patch of this silkweed, which I don't know what the advantage of planting them in the farm is, except for maybe that you would get more. I would imagine that maybe these take up more room to grow, so I'm going to plant them a little bit apart, maybe. Just move them closer so that my people can get to them quicker. So we don't have to roam out here. We might encounter wolves, we might encounter another virus, we might be invaded by some little stone golems. Oh, look at them, they're coming out of the trees. Probably out to the mountainside. They're like, they just heard the crumbling of the stone around them and got very irritated with us and decided to come and attack us. We are doing considerably more damage because every time they swing their hammers, they take a section of their health down, which is very, very nice. It's encouraging to see that we're actually doing some good against these invaders instead of having our soldiers be injured every time. I might do another playthrough in Desert with Rhea's children. I might even do another playthrough with the Ascendancy in the Desert. I guess it depends on how much support that idea gets. I mean, I know I don't have very many supporters right now, but if people watching want to leave comments and say, sure, do this thing, or recommend another game that you would like to see played, I can sure give it a go. Doesn't mean I'll be any good at it, but I can try, and you can laugh as I fail at the game. I'll try and make it entertaining at least. The end of day 7 has rolled around, and we are going to watch this guy light a fire. Just the nighttime sounds. The game designers did a really good job, in my opinion, on the night, because it's very calming. The nice little calming music in the background, and then you have the roar of a nice little fire, and you can see the warmth of it. It's very nice. I like it. And I keep congratulating the game designers because in my mind they did a very good job on this game. Even though it's still in alpha, I've seen some other games that were not nearly this intuitive and not nearly as good as this, that were full release games that are just ridiculously bad. One you guys may know of is called Air Control. I've seen a few videos on YouTube about it. I haven't actually played it myself, but I don't know as though I want to. It looks like one of those rage-inducing games that I would just throw my keyboard through my screen and not be able to make anything else for a while. Okay, so that's just mine stuff. Where did we get anything from those little golems? I don't think we did. Oh well. What are you? Oh, you're just going to, yes. Okay, sweet. So the mason can do everything, which is nice. Our guards can only haul and do their job. Same with the herbalist. And our carpenter can only haul, build, and do their job. The worker can do everything, as long as it's not a skilled job. Okay, so we're on the 8th of Deep Moon. And we're going to just very calmly let our little hearthlings sleep. Our settlers as our hammerers, our hammer-armed soldiers patrol around, looking out for vicious attackers. Although, yes, one of them is asleep. Good job. Good man. Protecting everyone inside the building. I congratulate you on your outstanding service. Oop, making some bandages. Ooh, that is something that we could do here. So I think I'm going to now design a room here, and I'm going to put it right here. Let's just go right here. Actually, no. Let's put it so that it's fairly close to where we want to put the entrance of our mine. And I'm thinking over here in the corners where I want to put the entrance to our mine. So I'll make a fairly large building, and we're going to go ahead and do that. We might even add a second floor to it. That sounds like it might be a good idea, and then we'll erase for a ladder to come up through there, and then we're going to put some more walls. So that is weird. I didn't want you to do that. Why did you do that? Cancel. Go away. Undo. Oh, okay. I see. I see why you did that now. So we're actually going to go ahead and just erase this floor. And then we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll put the wall on. And then we'll use the power of camera angling. Those right-click hacks. And put a hole in the floor. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And then we'll put a I don't want a yellow roof, I want a red roof. Oh, come on. And that is our big old building there. We're gonna put lots of windows in here so we can see out. This is going to take quite a lot of resources, and it's most likely going to level up our carpenter very quickly. Ooh, daily update. We have enough. We'll have our 8th person, Caleb Wester. Welcome to Wintercoins. We welcome you with open arms and joy in our eyes. Hopefully you will not become our next meal. Okay. So we're going to finish editing that. And we're going to start building. And we're going to go in here, and we're going to queue up all of the stuff we need. So we're going to need 15 of these. 15. There you go. 1 normal door, and 1 wooden double door. Simple merchant has come. Ooh, we could possibly get... What is this? A fur rug. We don't need a fur rug currently. We are still down on our bare bones. So, very nice. Those braziers aren't really worth all that much, but they're worth enough to where we can buy one more padded cloth thing. And we will eventually get into making our own resources in that department. But as it currently stands, we don't have a weaver, nor do we really have enough people to assign a weaver. I want to stick with at least 2 workers. Because if we don't, that just means that it's going to be incredibly slow to build things. So, we're going to stick with at least 1, or at least 2 workers. Because the workers do all the hauling, it seems, and they do all the menial labor. So we want enough people to be able to do all this menial labor at an efficient rate. We don't want to be slowed down because we don't have anybody to haul our carrots from the carrot patch in to where we can eat them. So, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward for a little while. We're going to go till the 10th of Deep Moon, which I think is good. We're going to try and fit 5 days into each episode. What do we need? Oh, I wonder if everyone was just hungry. I'm going to queue up for some... Ooh, we have wolves moving in. Get some more wood, because I think we will definitely be needing that sooner rather than later. So we're going to... Wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to grab our valiant heroes and send them on a quest. The quest: rid the planet of those vicious monsters. We've made ourselves an enemy, but I think we'll be able to survive. Hopefully. Yes. I don't see any problems with what we're doing here. We should be able to easily defeat these 2 wolves, and there we go. And we have our second brave warrior, Alan Mont, achieving footman level 2, which means he is faster and he has 10 more health. And this is just our new settler with very stylish haircut. I have to like this, our mason's headband. He's the only one with a headband that I know of. Let's look around. That would make sense. I mean, he is all our only mason. So, as darkness falls again, we're going to continue building on our little storage room. And to go in our storage room, I think we're going to start making some chests. Let's see, where are the chests? Right there. Oh, we can't yet. We can't quite make chests yet. So I'm going to go ahead and continue and make 10 more braziers. And a couple more bird baths, like 5 more bird baths. There we go. And 2 stone tables. This is all just stuff that we're most likely just going to sell. We'll also try and make a tunnel door. Just, we might make some fences, put some fences around our farm. Wouldn't want anything getting into our farm and ravaging it. Our workers are working diligently at building our little building here. Well, our big building, it is like double the size of anything we've built so far. So, hopefully we'll have enough resources for it, but I doubt we won't have enough resources for it, just because look at all the trees. Something else I might do is I might plant a small, let's go 6 by 6 of oak trees, because then once we get those saplings, we can start replanting the forest and have a bigger forest. Gotta be looking out for your environment here. It's always a good idea to always replace what resources you take up in these kinds of games, especially early on, because then in the late game you'll actually still have some trees. Ooh, our mason has reached level 2. Fancy rocks. Raven Fenton can now... Oh, it disappeared. Can now make more elaborate masonry things. So we're gonna get her queued up on probably 4 of these chests, just so we have plenty of room to store everything nice and tidy, like, so we're not just leaving it all on the ground. What level is our carpenter? Just level 3. Well then, we're probably going to want to increase the level of our carpenter as well. And one way we could do that is to build a few wall-mounted signs. Ooh. Oh, we have enough for yet another one. Another immigrant to the town of Wintercoins. That would make our population 9 whole settlers. Which means now we actually have the ability to where we could go ahead and craft ourselves a weaver's spindle and get going on that. A trader approaches town. Oh, let's pause. Pause. Hello, Wintercoins. I'm just passing through, but I'd be willing to make a trade or two. If you're interested. If you make me 9 wooden doors, I'll be back in 3 days and might be able to get you 1 stone maul in exchange. Sound good? Well, considering we don't really have need of another stone maul, we're trading 9 wooden doors, which, I mean, sure, let's do it, just to increase the level of our carpenter. So we're going to go in here and we're going to queue that up before I forget about it. And then we're going to go and look at this invasion. Ooh, it is an invasion of wolves. They're mad, we killed their brethren. They're quite vicious animals, but not to worry, our courageous warriors shall slay them. And then we'll take their pelts and wear them. We'll wear their skin. Before I forget, I want to loot that. With the wolf pelts, we can actually make some bolts of leather with our new weaver that we'll have eventually. And then we'll be able to make some more advanced things. Okay. So, let's see. Let's bore in right there. Eventually. We'll get there. We have our little worker working on the floor for our new building. Our mason has reached level 3, Artistic Inspiration. When inspiration strikes, the mason may embellish his works in unexpected ways, and a plus 10 to health. Very nice. So that means, if I'm not wrong, we can make things like the cook's spoon, the trapper's knife, and the blacksmith's hammer. Very, very good. See, got that leveling up of the our guy. So I'm probably going to want to get this trapper's knife here very soon. This potter's cutter, I haven't actually found a good reason for having the potter's cutter in this environment, because clay is not super abundant here, and it doesn't provide anything that wood doesn't. So we're just going to stay away from the potter's cutter this playthrough. But we're definitely going to need a cook's spoon. We're going to need a mason's pedestal, and I'm going to want to queue up a trapper's knife. Just go ahead and cut down a few trees here. Oh no, she is trapped. Let's see, this one. We're gonna want to put a ladder right there, and that ladder should go from the bottom floor, yes, up through the hole to the top floor. Hopefully they'll be able to climb that, because might have needed to make that 2 holes wide instead of just the 1. Nope, that's not what I wanted to go away. Oh, our cook's spoon. So let's see what it actually takes to get someone to be a cook. So let's see. Cook's spoon. In honor of steadfast efforts and resilience, we hereby advance this person to the cook. But they have to be a level 2 farmer, and we need a stoneware spoon. So we have the stoneware spoon, but that person is not a level 2 farmer. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and promote our current farmer up, and then we're going to grab one of our workers and turn them into our new farmer. If I could find a worker, that would be great. There we go. Caleb Wester. Congratulations, you're now a farmer. So, they should go ahead and go and grab that hoe. Wooden hoe. Not that kind of hoe. We're going to wait until they actually finish this big old building over here. This is a really good sized building. I didn't actually think it was going to be this big. I guess I guess I should have seen that in the little preview of what the building looked like, but now that it's actually building, it's quite big. It is 2 stories, double what normal buildings are. Probably should have made something smaller, I suppose, but I don't know. So we just have our workers going about their business. We'll speed it up just a little bit, just so we can save on some of that time, because time is money, you know. When was that trader supposed to be back? 56 hours. I want to, do we have, let's place. We have 10 doors, but we only need 9, so we should be left over with 1. Ooh, we have invaders approaching. Oh, just a single wood golem? Just a single one. I saw another one running off in the forest. Oh, that is... They are fighting a zombie. I want to watch this. Come on. No need to be afraid. It's just a dark and dreary forest filled with monsters that like to rip your limbs off. Nothing to be afraid of. Run in there. Kill them all. Take their loot. Finally. Destroyed them. Okay. That is very good. So we're gonna go ahead and loot. Looks like we got some ores. Oop. Game frozen? Oh no. Okay. Very good. Just some lag from having to save and everything, I'm sure. Very nice, very nice. I kind of hope that our Rhea's children, that they start with a potter's cutter. That would be great for them. Ooh, our immigration report. We however, unfortunately, did not get the person. We missed by quite a few. 13. Yeah. 13 food. And see, our cook is currently helping out with the harvesting. And so we're going to definitely want to get ourselves a stone cauldron. We're going to want to put that somewhere. A rugged survivalist. Let's see what this rugged survivalist has. Some pollo feathers, a bundle of wool, rabbit pelt, raccoon pelt, fur pelt, varus skin, rough and scaly, squirrel pelt, or fox pelt. Unfortunately, I don't think we need any of those. We're just going to sell, get some more gold. Just going to sell some things. Because we really, I feel like we really need the gold right now because getting those increased worker outfits and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and place down our first few little, so we're going to put you there. We're going to turn you and put you right there. And then I think we're going to go ahead and pack up both of these and move them up there. As well as you. Go ahead. Pack it up. And then we're going to start working, well, maybe after they remove the scaffolding. We'll place the chests on the underneath side. We only have a few chests, but each chest can hold 64 items, so we should be good to be able to hold at least a few things that we have sitting out, so hopefully they won't spoil. We have a basket of corn sitting inside of a log. It's very well hidden. We're gonna plop that down there. We'll come over here and we're gonna put you right there. I think we're going... Nah. Yeah, I guess we will. That trapper's knife. Very nice. So eventually we'll be able to craft a trapper. Well, not really craft a trapper, but have a trapper. And he'll be able to assist our weaver in the production of food and clothing. He'll assist the farmer in the production of food, but the weaver in the production of clothing. There we go. I got it this time. I know how to word. Ah, we're still working on the roof. Okay. I probably shouldn't have made the roof quite so pointed. But I don't know, I just felt like having a very pointy roof helps distribute the snow load, you know. I have no idea if that's actually a thing, but I feel like it is, so that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Why, yes, I do listen to country music. Why do you ask? I don't think any of it's very good, but some of the songs are okay. Just like with every genre of music, no genre is like perfectly better than everything else. There's just some genres you like more songs in, and that's just a matter of preference. It's not really that genre is better because somebody else is going to not like those songs that you like. So that's probably going to stir up a whole bunch of hate and discontent, but I don't know. I don't give people enough credit sometimes. Maybe we'll have some decent people that'll agree with me. And if not, I'll just get yelled at. I'm okay with that. Looks like we're coming around towards the end of day 10. So we might have to wrap this video up. I know it's been going quite a lot longer than the other one. So in the future I might limit it to a time frame. I'm still working out what works best for this, so we'll figure it out. We'll get a system going here, and we'll get you some good videos of our little hearthlings doing their best to survive under my bumbling guidance. I mean, yeah. So this will be just our small crafting stuff, so nothing too big. Nothing like the kiln or the furnace or anything like that goes up here. We'll probably have a separate building for our thing, our blacksmith and our potter, if we ever do get a potter or a pot cutter, whatever. I like the term potter much better. But as we come to a close on day 10, excuse me, we're going to call this episode done. We made quite a lot of progress here. More farms, more food, more people. New faces and everything. Welcome into our little settlement. And as the little night fire burns, I'm going to sign off for the second episode of Stone Hearth. There we go. Got it right that time. You thought I was going to mess up. I'm watching you. But, second episode of Stone Hearth. I'm going to sign off. Thank you for joining me on the Broken Gaming channel. This is Broken, and we're going to call this episode